Wait, so you're saying that the homes that y'all are selling right now are even nicer than this one?
Oh, they're way nicer than this one here.
And y'all are offering buyer incentives too, right?
We're in closeout. Of course we're offering buyer incentives. We are taking offers right now.
Is Woodforest, Texas possibly the best master plan community in North Houston? If you're thinking about moving to Conroe, the Woodlands, or even Magnolia, Woodforest, Texas needs to be on your list of possible places to look. Today, we're gonna be answering your questions, giving you a whole community tour, talking about the amenities, the schools, and we're even gonna look at some real estate right here in Woodforest, Texas. Let's get on today's tour and show you this awesome community. So the first thing that we want to talk about is, where is Woodforest? Well, we are actually in the city of Montgomery. So you're 5 miles from the Woodlands, you are 6 miles east of I-45, and you are 7 miles away from Lake Conroe. So you're really in a great location. We've got people that want to move to these communities, and whenever they learn about Woodforest, it has a lot to offer, as you're going to see. And oftentimes people land as this being their next community, and their next home is going to be here in Woodforest. So Woodforest was built in 2012. It's whenever homes started being built, and it's built by Johnson Development Corporation. And so they came in and they took kind of the best pieces of the Woodlands, Texas, which is just around the corner, and they implemented it here in this community. So it's been cool to see how much Woodforest has grown over the years since 2012. We've had clients that have been here since the very beginning, and people that are still wanting to get in on kind of the last pieces of a new construction. So all in, there's gonna be about 5,000 homes in the community. And Woodforest kind of makes about 3,000 acres. Now, we're gonna talk about what you get in the whole community, what lifestyle looks like right up next. Next up, I want to talk about the amenities that you get here in Woodforest, and there's really no shortage of them. And to make sure that we cover everything, I want to kind of split them into two groups. It's going to be play and live. So for the first play part, Woodforest has over 700 acres of dedicated kind of green space. So this includes hike, bike, and walking trails. It includes parks. It includes kind of more of the destination parks, the water parks, tennis courts, and some of their amazing sports fields, which we're going to talk about, here in a little bit. So currently, we are actually in what's called the Palm. It's the community center. It's where the HOA is. It's where you can get kind of an information center, if you will, on the parks, things to do. And it's a great place to come here if you're visiting for the weekend. If you do one of our discovery trips, we're going to bring you here so you can kind of get better oriented. They've got some awesome maps, but better oriented with the community. What's awesome about the Palm and this area is that they have over 75 community events every single year, and they have a full-time staff person that's dedicated to creating those events. So it's somebody who's in charge of just creating fun for the community and the residents that live here. Probably the most notable amenity is gonna be Forest Island. Now, Forest Island is a 16-acre kind of development of pools, water slides, tennis courts. There's some parks here. You've got lap pools, there's splash pads, and that's right next to the Palm. It is just for residents only, so you have to have a key fob to get in. So it's kind of nice that it's not gonna get too crowded. But since Woodforest has continued to grow, they've actually created additional pool spaces and community centers for you to go to, so things don't feel crowded during the summer and during those high times whenever families coming to visit, things like that. Now there's over 15 miles of hike, bike, and walking trails in Woodforest. So you can go from your neighborhood to school to kind of Pine Market and some of the other commercial areas. And you can also drive your golf cart too. It's not uncommon to see golf carts driving around Woodforest, and there's parking spaces for those as well. Now, a really great amenity that Woodforest has that honestly I haven't seen in any other community is called Stampede Sports Complex. There's a community center with big fans, bathrooms, playgrounds, but why you're going there is because they have 2 full-size soccer fields. So if you have a kid that is playing sports and you have a smaller child, there's a playground right there for them. You've got practice. They could be football fields or ultimate frisbee. There's disc golf as well. So that's a really unique feature that's just for Woodforest. It's kind of tucked away, but it's surrounded by nature. Really cool feature that I like, that you don't have to go outside of your community for soccer practice or something like that. Now, Woodforest has its own private golf course. It actually used to be public, but in 2020, they made it private. It's a 27-hole golf course, which means you get the 18 normal holes plus an additional 9 that you can work in there for some variety. Now there's the clubhouse that you have with, food and a pro shop and everything like that. You can go the full membership where you have access to the golf course and all the amenities, or you can just get a social membership too if you want access to those facilities. So we talked about the play amenities here in Woodforest, but now I want to talk about the living amenities and the lifestyle amenities. And to kick it off, I'm going to talk about something that's really special to Woodforest, which is Bona. Now, Bona is a 55 and older kind of community living center neighborhood that's within Woodforest. So there's 700 homes that are here. There were 2 builders, Taylor Morrison and Darling Homes, and they're just about completely built out. So behind me is going to be the Bona Community Center. You've got community events. There's, a bar inside. There's a whole private 55 and older pool here with lap pool and kind of a more like fun area, and that is a year-round amenity too, so it is nice that it's heated. There's things like massages that you can get on the inside. There's golf cart parking here as well. You can go from your house right here. It's definitely very peaceful and tranquil right here at the community center, and in this community, it's a little bit slower pace of life, which is really nice. Now, there's an additional HOA that's, all-inclusive of Bona that does pay for the, event coordinator and everything that you get inside, as well as your own private 4-set of pickleball courts here just off of the community center. So now let's go check out the center of Woodforest in the hub called Pine Market. So next up, I want to talk about the hub of Woodforest, and that's going to be up here at the front where all the commercial real estate and development has been. Right behind me is Harvest Market, and it's going to be your local grocery store. So if you need something kind of quick and easy, or if you need to get a whole meal for Thanksgiving, it's going to be right here. It's going to feel a little bit more boutique and elevated of selections. It's really nice on the inside. There's even a little kind of cafe that you can grab food at as well. Now, that was primarily here for a long time, and since then there's been a lot of growth for what they're calling Pine Market. And this is gonna be kind of a big competitor for Market Street, which is in the Woodlands. So it took a lot of inspiration from that. You've got a lot of, shopping and dining options around here. There's even some really great fitness centers. So if you wanna get a good workout in, you're not gonna find that in the community center where we were at the Palms, but you're gonna come here where you can have a membership to that gym. It's gonna be all located kind of in the same area. Another cool thing about this area is you're gonna see golf carts. So there's golf cart parking out front of Pine Market and a lot of these other areas where you can zip from your house, on the sidewalk paths right here to this area. It's cool because you have everything you need right here at the front of the community. There's also, community events that goes on. They're planning like outdoor music and car shows, and Pilates in the park is gonna be happening here at Pine Market. Additionally, they're gonna be building something called the Lofts at Pine Market, which is a active 55 and older apartment complex for rent that's gonna be above that. So you have kind of commercial underneath, the shopping, the lifestyle stuff, and then you've got a little bit of residential right on top. You even have, a medical kind of plaza here. So there's an orthopedic surgeon, there's dentistry, there's your banks and your dry cleaners all right here in Pine Market. We're really excited to see how much more it grows in years to come. And as Woodforest kind of gets fully built out, it's gonna be awesome to see more and more commercial real estate come here, increasing the quality of life. Next up, I wanna talk about the schools in Woodforest. Now, the odds are, if you're coming to this community for the lifestyle, for the amenities, the parks, the splash pads, the odds are that you probably have little kiddos and you wanna know where they're going to school. So Woodforest is unique because it actually is zoned to 2 different independent school districts. One of them is Conroe ISD, which we've talked about a lot, and the other one is Montgomery ISD. So right now we are in front of Stewart Elementary, and that is within the community of Woodforest. So your kids can ride their bikes to this school, and it's easy for you to come pick them up if you need to. After that, they're gonna go to Pete Junior High if they're in the Conroe ISD, and then even above that, they're gonna go to Conroe High School. Now, if you're zoned to Montgomery ISD, you're gonna be at Lone Star Elementary, Oak Hills Junior High, and Lake Creek High Schools. Now, down below, we're gonna have a link where you can see the ratings for those schools, but they're awesome. You're gonna really enjoy the ability for your kids to, go to school just minutes away from your home. Additionally, there's 2 really great options for after school care. So if you're working late or if you have kids that aren't in school yet, there's some good options there too. Hey, thanks for watching these videos. If you're thinking about moving right here to Texas and North Houston, reach out to our team. we make these videos so we can help families and people just like you move here seamlessly. We want to be able to help you find the perfect house. We have lots of people that reach out, they call us, they text us, or they send us an email, and you can get that information right down below. There's a quick little survey, no pressure at all, but we'd love to help you with your move. Now, let's get back to this video about Woodforest. Next up, as we promised, we get to talk about the real estate, and we're gonna go on some new construction house tours here in just a second, so you can learn about the new construction options here in Woodforest, but you need to know that they're actually almost done being built out. So a lot of these builders are kind of in the final sections or stages of the new construction options. So before we go see that, I do want to talk about some of the resale options and what to expect in the real estate market here in Woodforest. So to start off, kind of the average price point for this last year was about $550,000. That's where the bulk of the homes sit. Now, they've got all the way down to $300,000 and $330,000, all the way up to over $4 million for some resale homes. The newest construction home, that's the highest price right now, is about $1.7 million, and the cheapest new construction home is about $340,000. Tax rates are important in Texas because it makes up a decent amount of our payment. So here in Woodforest, your tax rate is going to be anywhere from 2.5 to 2.8%, which is actually pretty low for a new community and all the amenities that you get. Now, Woodforest does have a homeowners association, and that averages about $1,450 a year. You pay that at the very beginning of the year, and it kind of renews each and every year. You prepay for that. That allows access for amenities like your pools and your upkeep of your community centers and the HOA and all of the package that you get here in Woodforest. So whenever we talk about new construction here in Texas, builders typically work in different foot products. And what that references is the front line, property line, and how wide it is. So if we're looking at a 40-foot product, you've got a 5-foot easement on each side. So the front of your house is gonna be 30 feet. If we go to 55, you've got, again, 5 on each side, so your home is 45 feet. As we increase in kind of the product that we're able to get, the prices go up because we can fit larger homes on them. And you often go, instead of like a more shotgun type house, narrow in the front and longer and deeper, you actually get a more ranch style where you can get, a 3-car garage or something like that. Let's go first and check out Chesapeake Homes, where we're gonna find some of the most affordable houses that are being newly built right here in Woodforest. Now, our first stop is gonna be here at Chesapeake. It's one of our favorite home builders, and the current floor plan that we're gonna see today is called the Ann Arbor, and it's just over 1,700 square feet. Now, they only have a few more, homes that are being built on this side of Woodforest, and this one is gonna go for about $370,000, possibly before any sort of discounts or incentives that they have. Now, although we have a smaller, lot in the front width-wise, we do get a lot of house lengthwise. So we just walk through the living room, and we've got great wood look tile. We're getting a lot of the base amenities in these homes have really come a long way. 42-inch cabinets, pendant lights, stainless steel appliances. We have window treatments and everything like this. Awesome, great kind of accent backsplashes. And you have a great large kitchen island here. So you can entertain your friends. You've got bar stools where people can actually eat here because they have to allocate square footage in the right ways. So although we have a dining space here, in order to make these homes feel as big as they do, they're often eliminating formal dining rooms, which people aren't typically using nowadays. Now, I do like the kind of blend between, a traditional home that makes you feel warm, but a modern house that has fun, cool accents. So we see that in like the front door and a lot of these windows and some of the, detailings. Let's check out this primary bedroom. So I think you're gonna love what this has to offer for this price point. You got a king size bedroom, plenty of room for your, a TV on that wall and nightstands. You overlook your backyard. Additionally, you've got a full size primary bathroom, double sinks. You've got floor to ceiling kind of tile. Really makes it feel kind of like a spa for an affordable price point. Private toilet and a walk-in closet. I'm definitely in for that price. So Chesapeake is building anywhere from about 1,600, 1,650, all the way up over 2,300 square feet. And that's gonna range anywhere from 340 right now to like maybe the mid 450s, depending on the selections and the lot and where it's located. So if you're looking for the more affordable options, this is gonna be your stop, but you can still customize and get the things that you want. So something cool about working with these builders and helping clients that are relocating to Woodforest is actually that we're able to help you get awesome incentives that the builders are offering. So despite them kind of closing out sections, they're still helping with either closing costs, if you want to use their lender, or maybe things like washer, dryer, fridge, and blinds, a garage door opener, and some of those great upgrades that really make the house feel like home. So if you want to move to the area, reach out to us because we can coordinate, a whole tour of different builders, different products, and we can get you the best deal. Like they said earlier, they're literally taking offers on some of these houses. Let's do it. So our next stop is gonna be right here in Highland Homes. Now this is a 55-foot product. This is a one-story house, and we're gonna show you all the upgrades and things that you get in some of their spec homes that are actually gonna look even better than this house here. So the first thing you're gonna notice are these tall ceilings. Now you've got 12-foot ceilings, you got wide hallways, and wood look tile that brings you into the home. Right here, you're gonna see this open concept floor plan. So we've got a great quartz countertop, you've got pendant lighting, stainless steel appliances. Something cool about this house is it's actually only 2,000 square feet, but it feels a lot larger than that. I'd say it probably feels close to 2,500. So you've got office space, you've got, again, a large living room for you to hang out, bar stool, and a dedicated breakfast room with some cool bay windows that overlook the backyard. So right here in the primary bedroom, it's secluded in the back of the house. Again, we've got the tall ceilings, you got great double pane windows that overlook the backyard. Plenty of room here for like a fun accent wall if you wanted that. This is a king size bed, so you have plenty of space. Now, the primary bathroom is gonna have a soaking tub, a walk-in shower, 2 vanity sinks, and a walk-in closet. So this home actually is a 4-bedroom house, and these secondary bedrooms are plenty big. We still get the tall ceilings, you got great, window with natural light, and you have walk-in closets as well for a guest or your children. Now, this home and these homes that Highland has that are in kind of closeout are gonna range anywhere from 2,200 square feet all the way up over just over 3,000 square feet. And they're gonna go for about $550,000 to $650,000, depending on upgrades, lot size, and obviously square footage. So this is a really good value here on the west side of Woodforest in their closeout sections. Now, our third stop today is gonna be in the luxury market. So we're gonna be in the 100-foot section, and currently we're an amazing builder called Huntington Homes. Now you're gonna see a lot of the amazing details, extra amenities, where we get that extra square footage in these homes, and what that's gonna get you all the way from $900,000 all the way up to $1.3 million. So let's check it out. Immediately we walk in, now we're in a beautiful kind of hand-scraped wood floor, real wood floor. We have things like a media room enter the house. So that's an extra square footage, an elevated experience for your guests. We've got board and batten on the sidings, and again, that wood floors is actually on the ceiling to add a sense of depth and really feels luxury in this home. So as we make our way in, we passed the front office. You've got secondary bedrooms down here. In this amazing chef's kitchen, you're gonna see a lot of where that money goes a lot further. So more cabinetry. We've got glass windows, professional appliances. There's even, if you come around here, there's even some extra, refrigerators right here for beers or sparkling waters whenever you have guests, so they don't have to go to your main refrigerator there and see, additional food. Farmhouse sink. You have 2 kind of islands, amazing for hosting people. Just larger fixtures, higher end, kind of everything. Right here is something that's gonna be the focal point of your living room. You're gonna see this floor to ceiling kind of Carrara tile marble, actually. It's not tile, it's marble above your fireplace. So gather here, but you've also got a whole nother living space on the other side that overlooks your backyard. And there's things like huge sliding doors where if you wanted to put a pool in outside, you've got easy access to that too. You're gonna have half baths that prevent you from having to lug all the way in, being wet from your pool. You'll be able to go directly to those kind of half baths if you're entertaining, you got kids in the backyard. Now, the $1 million price point is a lot of money, but for the client that's looking for those elevated, finishes and design, you're gonna see things like coffered ceilings and large chandeliers, you know, areas that come with speakers already in it that you can control from your home theater. Let's go check out this primary bedroom. Now, not only is this space larger than everything else that we have seen, but again, we're seeing the board and batten siding all the way around. We've got a sliding farmhouse door and kind of this vaulted ceiling above us, plus kind of a punch out, almost bay window-like experience here for an additional seating area overlooking your backyard. Again, those are gonna come with blinds, and there's gonna be a lot of great opportunities to work with the designer to make this space feel totally complete and personalized to you. Now, this is elegant. We've got super nice tile here, a freestanding soaking tub, and a walk-in shower with dual shower heads that's actually digitally controlled. So again, it's like you really see how much further your money goes in this price point. So what do you think? Could you see yourself living in the community of Woodforest? I mean, it's been ranked one of the top communities to live in for the last 10 years in a row. If you're thinking about moving to North Houston, specifically Woodforest, reach out to our team. We'd love to have a conversation with you about what it might be like to move here, what your criteria are, so we can help you find the perfect place. Down below in our comment section, you'll find a link for a quick little survey where we can talk about our discovery session, so we can help you move right here to Woodforest, Texas. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you on the next video.